question came up, like, will I be able to have a loving relationship and chase my dreams? Because oftentimes in my relationships, my ambition is the biggest problem. The way I go so hard, just me being me, a Capricorn, a entrepreneur's daughter, me being me, it's unlike anything that I've seen a lot of the time. Like, it's few and far between, right? So that is the question for me. Like, will I be able to have everything that I want? And I genuinely do believe that you can have everything that you want, but it's mostly about being able to attract that, receive that, manage that. It's all of those things. So I try to, another plane, I try to continuously position myself in a space where I can receive the things that I want. And that takes a lot of clearing out of old shit, old beliefs, old system, old ways I used to do things that used to serve me that aren't going to serve me where I'm headed. Do you think you have the capacity for this relationship right now? And honestly, this question really hurt me deeply. If you know anything about me, which you probably don't because you're new here or you just don't know me that well, I haven't been in a relationship for almost 5 years. I love so incredibly hard. Okay, I am a Capricorn sun, Scorpio rising, Cancer moon. Okay, and I feel things. I feel things. Even though I was triggered by it, I didn't fully get into the trigger by reacting in a triggered ass way. What's really good, guys? What's up? Okay, this has been a long time coming for me, but it's mostly just been more of a journey. So come in, sit down. I want to tell you something. This is going to be the first time I've ever said this, okay? But I want to tell you what's been going on in my life. Not that you asked, but I literally created this channel to have another lane to express myself, and it's developed over the years, okay? 1-800 Stop Crying is going to be almost 6 years as a concept and just building it, and I feel like it's finally coming together in a way that I really, really love. So, I am a true artist, okay? When I feel any deep emotion, my first instinct is to create something from that said emotion, right? That means writing, making music, dancing, moving, anything like that. So 1-800 Stop Crying has been an ongoing project for me. I started on Twitch, um, and then I went on to make like some music playlist mixes and stuff last year, where I found myself just bringing the concept together slowly but surely. I did some vlog series, 1-800 Stop Crying, interchanged with, what was I calling it? Intersection, which you will also see on this channel. There's been a few ways that I've been expressing myself through this idea. But I want to tell you a story about a few weeks ago when I was hit with the question, do you think you have the capacity for this relationship right now? And honestly, this question really hurt me deeply. If you know anything about me, which you probably don't because you're new here or you just don't know me that well, I haven't been in a relationship for almost 5 years. And that's mainly because it took me all of that time to really fully and truly get over my ex, okay? Stop spinning the block on his ass, okay? Let's stop spinning the block on each other. And that took a really long time. Longer than probably ever. Um, my last relationship was also really, really long too. You can probably hear the plane in the background. It's passing over. So my relationship with my daughter's dad was also one that was very deep and took a long time to get over. And then my ex, he's the one that was followed after that, right? The serious relationship that followed after that. So I was madly in love with my ex-boyfriend, and honestly, when I get into a relationship,
Drive your car. I pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot in Tucson. Are you with me? In the Phantom with the roof gone. I pull up at Jimmy Neutron. I can help you get a move on. Make you hard when I know. You like to go slow, but we could go faster. Tell me the password. Slide city, you know what that means. I'm coming up on you quickly. I bring nice things. Slide, any other man tryna get in the bed. So I'ma get lost instead. I know it's gonna make you beg. What would I do if I didn't love you, babe? And what would I do if I didn't love you, babe? What would I do if I didn't love you? Just wanna be the one to give you what you want. I got what you want and you turn around. I know you like it when I tell you what you want. Keep it paying what you tell me what you want. I can tell your friends you put your mind down. You like to go slow, but we can go faster. Tell me the password. Slide city, you know what that means. I'm coming up on you quickly. I bring nice things. Slide, any other man tryna get in the bed. So I'ma get lost instead. I know it's gonna make you big. What would I do if I didn't love you, babe? And what would I do if I didn't love you, babe? And what would I do if I didn't love you? By the tone that you talk, and I could hate you on down that once. That's cause you keep it 101. I sing the song, you got me right where you want. You got me right where you want. Tables all turning, I found my person. So I'm starting with breakfast on you. Wanna sit there Me, I just want some time. Baby, light up the candle. Money from morning till night, you move, go be like movie. Make everybody watch you, sipping on fine wine. About the one, not the way they do all the things you do, in a different kind of way. You got a different type of slave, and I can tell that you're different type already. Bust my head and I vibe so big, you are not ready. I'm so ready. Put it up on me, I wanna spend it. Sing the song. You got me, you got me. You got me, you got me. Tables are turning. I'm from my person. Wanna sit different with you. So starting with breakfast. Wanna sit different with you. So starting with breakfast.
We got our names on the guest list. I can't forget your name, always had it on a necklace. She said, no phone, who this? As soon as I texted, then I saw a pretty little face standing right by the exit. I said, it's funny that you here, cause I know this really ain't your thing. She said, you got that right, and the car will arrive in 15. She said it's 12:35, but she still got work in the morning. I ain't trying to kill the vibe, you can see it in my face, I'm torn. Yeah, but wait, just like magic, they playing our song from way back when we fell in love. She put on her jacket and gave me her phone, said I can't stay, but just hold up. Moving through the crowd, almost dropped my drink, girl, we in LA, that shit ain't cheap. She said you ain't changed one bit, put my hands on her hips and said just focus on me. Her body like calypso, throwing that back, I'ma leave with my feet up. Yeah, I love it when you get low. I slow my hand down the back on your thighs when you get low. That's what you were raised to so best. I already knew you were bad, but I act like I didn't know. I don't doing all this zip code. There's a party in my bed, can I send you the info? Deuces, I see you later, right there for the prayer. Focus on me, not on them haters, baby. Don't you make me crazy, maybe. We can sober up in my bed, but you won't let me take you there, no. You proceeded to leave, but then just like magic, they playing our song from way back when we fell in love. She put down her jacket and gave me her phone, said I can't stay, but just hold up. Moving through the crowd, almost dropped my drink, oh, we in LA, that shit ain't cheap. She said you ain't changed one bit, put my hands on her hips and say just focus on me. Her body like calypso, yeah. She going that back, I'ma leave with my feet on the face. I know when you get low. I saw my hand down your back on your thighs when you get low. She was this for. I already knew you were bad, but I act like I didn't know. I'm not doing all that stuff for. There's a party in my bed, can I send you the info? Her body like calypso, yeah. Come on, my face. I love it when you get low. Oh yeah, when you get low. That's what she was this for. In my bed, I'm not doing all that stuff for. There's a party in my bed, can I send you the info? Can I send you? We can rendezvous now, babe.
I love so incredibly hard. Okay, I am a Capricorn sun, Scorpio rising, Cancer moon. Okay, and I feel things. I feel things. So the question is not only, um, so this question not only put a hole in my heart, cut it open, um, and then opened old wounds that I have recently healed from. And I would continuously say, even though I was triggered by it, I didn't fully get into the trigger by reacting in a triggered ass way. I didn't. Since I've been single, I have been working really hard to find my triggers, dig up where they came from, and just move on away from that shit, right? So, um, the question came up like, will I be able to have a loving relationship and chase my dreams? Because oftentimes in my relationships, my ambition is the biggest problem. The way I go so hard, just me being me, a Capricorn, a entrepreneur's daughter, me being me, it's unlike anything that I've seen um, a lot of the time. Like, it's few and far between, right? So that is the question for me. Like, will I be able to have everything that I want? And I genuinely do believe that you can have everything that you want, but it's mostly about being able to attract that, receive that, manage that. It's all of those things. So I try to, another plane, I try to continuously position myself in a space where I can receive the things that I want. And that takes a lot of clearing out of old shit, old beliefs, old system, old ways I used to do things that used to serve me that aren't going to serve me where I'm headed. So, can I be in a loving relationship and still be hyper ambitious? In the past, I've been attracted to people with lower self esteem, mother wounds, guys that like the idea of me being ambitious and going after what I want, but find that they need more from me than one they can express. And it's usually just more than they can express. Because once they express it, I'm all for it because I know how to manage my life. I have excellent time management skills. I have pretty good communication skills, especially after my last relationship. Shout out to him. So there's no reason why I can't accommodate things that I deem as valuable in my life. And that's just me. That's how I've always been. Like, make it happen. You know? Do things that you want. Make room for things that you want. I'm accustomed to all of that. So once they realize I'm kind of more than meets the eye, the insecurities within them start drawing up. I trigger the fuck out of people, not just people that I date, but people that are gonna get to know me. Either you are in search of the same thing that I am, whereas you're in search of self, you're in search of self-discovery, because I am going to trigger you. And unless you know that it's something you can overcome and we can overcome together, whether that's friendship, intimate, or not, it's going to be really hard to be around me. Excuse me. I've just accepted it. It is what it is. Like, it's nothing I can do to change that. So when I was in Brazil, I took a lot of time to mend my heart. Like, my heart was kind of crushed by life, by a lot of things that happened. Coach myself into realizing that I deserve every single desire that I have deep within myself. Like, I deserve that shit. If I want to be in love, I can admit the fact that I want to be in love and I want to love. Like, these are things that I really spent a lot of time working on. And also, all of this coming from a place where I don't have to be smaller to be loved, right? I don't have to hold my tongue. Of course, we're going to be respectful, we're going to be polite, we're going to be loving, caring, we're going to be all of these things that we naturally are, but I don't have to make myself smaller to fit into any circumstance. Love life, work life, any sort of relationship. I don't need to do that, right? So, the question, do you think you have the capacity to be in a relationship right now, hurt so bad because I thought I was at the end of that. Like, I thought I had already crossed over and I was in a loving relationship. I thought I was in a relationship with someone that loved me for me.
like this for real? Thank you, baby. Look, you leaving now? I'ma see you later. I'ma sneak through your window. Bye. Dance.
into one another. We spent months addressing triggers, loving on one another, loving on each other's family members. And that's how I perceived the relationship. One of love and care. When we had issues, we would talk about them and we would move on. A happy relationship is how I would have defined it. I was happy. Okay? The question really blindsided me, and I didn't become defensive. I just expressed my belief system, which is yes, I do believe that I'm capable of being with someone who's communicative, somebody who's emotionally intelligent, and someone, most importantly, understands what my mission is. My mission in life, my mission right now. And to declare it, my mission is to create music and be a superstar. Period. Point motherfucking blank. My overall life's mission is to free generations of my lineage, generations forward and generations back. And I don't play about that shit. I'm very serious. I say that shit all the time. And I'm not just saying it, just say it. I am dead ass serious, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get to that point. Now, as I grow and learn my boundaries and what I am willing and not willing to do, I just know for sure that I'm willing to do more than most people. That has been made clear with a lot of things in my life. Okay, so I didn't become defensive. I just expressed my belief system and how I need to be with someone who really understands what my mission is. And they backpedaled. They said they understood. It was almost like I reminded them of a conversation we had. But I really wasn't convinced anymore. I wasn't convinced that they understood me or what I was going after and how important it is to me, which is a problem. So, me being me, I'm a stop at nothing type of person. And this all started when I decided to work 7 days a week. Now, I know that's fucking crazy, but again, the mission I'm on. Um, Stop at nothing. I'm in a unique position right now because I've returned from Brazil with nothing. I arrived when my grandmother had just passed away. My car, my house, and all my belongings were sold before I left. So, when I say returning with nada, I mean that. I mean exactly that. And until you feel that in your um, belly, in your life, you won't understand what that feels like. And also, I'm a mother, so I'm definitely not playing about this stage in my life at all. So, I came back with my daughter and nothing but our suitcase, and being in this position has been uncomfortable. But as things grow, I feel like I'm doing an amazing job at building a foundation that I've never had. Even before this, I didn't have it. So I've learned that it's about maintaining what you have and accumulating more instead of getting at the top of the mountain, burning it all, jumping off the cliff into the Brazilian Sea. That took me a long time to do because that was a pattern and a cycle that I just broke, which is climbing to the top, achieving what I need to achieve, wanting to achieve, and then burning it down. And that was the last time I will ever do that. So, not only am I on a mission, not only do I want foundation, but I also openly want love. I'm not afraid to say that anymore. I want to be loved by someone who is on a soul mission, their own separate soul mission, where they believe they will stop at nothing, but also wants love too. And also can receive love, not just give it out. Because for a lot of people, receiving love is extremely, extremely uncomfortable. Because they never have received love that's not toxic. I know exactly what that looks like because I've been there. I've been there, okay? I've done tap the nigga with the car, hit him with the car, try to slice his ass with a knife. I've been there. Okay, if anybody's been there, that's me. But I'm so over that. I don't need that. I need love, okay? I need gifts, okay? Acts of service. Those are the things that I need. I'm not codependent, and I'm not a person that needs anyone in my life, but I do want someone. There, I said it. I want someone. And all of this, I said in the beginning. So all of this was stated in depth many times in the very beginning. Before this person introduced me to their parents, their friends, before they met my child, before they asked me to be in a relationship, it met my family and stated they wanted to be with me forever. Things changed very quickly after that conversation, okay? Inconsistencies became more noticeable, flaky behavior started happening more and more, and eventually for me, the rose-colored glasses were off. I couldn't ignore it anymore. They were off and smashed on the journey behind us, and still, I didn't want out. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to even go anywhere. I wanted conversation. I wanted understanding. And I wanted reconciliation. I set a boundary. And this person rebelled. They, completely fought back. And wanted space. I've experienced a lot of emotional manipulation in childhood, and also just growing up as a young adult, through parents, through lovers. Now, mind you, my parents did the best they could. They gave me everything they could, and I love them dearly. But we all pick up habits, and sometimes we don't know that we have these habits. So, again, emotional manipulation is something I am not new to. I ain't new to none of this shit. So for me, it always feels the same. It's getting too close, then the person pulling away, trying to make me beg for conversation, for understanding, for reconciliation. And I'm not at the phase of my life where I'm going to do that. Because, my main motto in life is fuck you. If you don't want to be here, go. I mean, what can I do? My life is already so beautiful that I don't need toxicity to survive. I'm not addicted to drama. I'm not addicted to any of those things. I'm new as fuck. My soul has been cleansed. I don't need any of that. So, I did all but beg. I stated I didn't want us to end. I stated I wanted to stay together. Too much ego, too much pride. He refused. And now I've had to turn the other direction and move on. That is the long and short of the story, okay? Welcome to 1-800-STOP CRYING. This is a place created to transmute headache and amplify joy, one conversation, one song, and one story at a time. Whether you're carrying heartbreak, celebrating a victory, remembering someone you love, or simply looking for a good time, good music, good company, you are welcome here. And for the next hour, we are going to share original music, mashups, things you've probably heard before, hear from members of our community, and spend time together. There isn't an agenda behind showing up, listening, and letting music create space for whatever you're feeling tonight. This isn't a space to bash my ex or me attempting to. This isn't a space for me to bash my ex. This is me attempting to get it all out and recover. This is recovery for me. I think it's actually the core I think that's actually the core of today's story, and it's much more distinctive than a breakup episode. My show isn't just about heartbreak. That is a pillar for sure. It's about what happens when someone refuses to stop pursuing a dream, and how that pursuit changes their relationships, identity, and understanding of love. How that has changed for me. This is a story about something a lot of creatives can recognize and experience. Okay? So today I asked myself the question. I'll let the airplane go by. What does it cost to become the person you're trying to be? What does that cost? Being an entertainer is the thread that ties all this together for me, because regardless of what your occupation is, what you like to do for fun, what is the cost of accomplishing your dreams? I know I've had to sacrifice a lot of people, places, and things along the way. Addictions, hardships, ideas. Like, I've had to get rid of a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And it really has hurt. But these are all very, very willing sacrifices that I've made because I want to get to the other end. I want to talk briefly about what's currently happening in my life as an artist, producer, DJ, mother, lover, friend. Because y'all know I haven't stopped loving. That ain't gonna stop.
conversation no too long. Back to back, I've been going strong. I'm a damn plenty, plenty way they sing my song. Guess I never do no wrong. Boys move like Metro, Jai for Meko, connect tornado, why not for Echo? Do as I say so, can't give me Kiko, spend on my pesos. Boys move like Metro, Jai for Meko, Gone like tornado. Why not for echo? Do as I say so. Can't give me Kiko. Spend on my pesos. Conversation no too long. Back to back, I've been going strong. I'm a damn plenty, plenty way they sing my song. Guess I never do no. Boys boom like metro, giant for Meko. Gone like tornado, why not for echo? Do as I say so. Can't give me Kiko. Spend on my pesos. Boys move like metro, giant for Meko. Gone like tornado, why not for echo? Do as I say so. Can't give me Kiko. Spend on my pesos. Parties for my section, they wanna show me affection. All with wrong intentions, but me I know my door. As long as I spend this money, just give me what's mine. Oh, let's shake up one time. Oh. Boys move like metro, giant for Meko. Gone like tornado, why not for echo? Do as I say so. Can't give me Kiko. Spend on my pesos. Boys move like metro, giant for Meko. Gone like tornado, why not for echo? Do as I say so. Can't give me Kiko. Spend on my pesos.
have so much love to give, and I give it all the time, right? I just have to start making sure that I'm getting back what I need. Yeah. Yeah. So for me, I have just registered my first song. It's going to probably be released next month. Me as a creative, I don't put a lot of pressure. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, from what I've just explained to you, I put a tremendous amount of pressure on myself to complete my creative projects and things like that. But as far as deadlines go, no. I work on it till it's done, and then I do it again until I feel like it's up to my standards. And sometimes lately, now more than ever, I have to realize with me being a creative, I've been an entrepreneur for the last 10 years. I currently work a day job, one that I like and might hold on to for a bit. But I know that my expectations of life are so high that I have to kind of set a lower standard for myself. Not saying that this is a low bar, but I have to lower the bar because I haven't been making music for very long. I literally just started producing music last summer. It's been one full year, and I've already produced plenty of songs that I really like and enjoy. I've started to find my voice and my sound, my world, my concept that I'm bringing to people. Also separating what that is like versus what my real life is like. And my real life isn't very different from primo, like I identify as primo. My real life isn't that different. It's just that my real life is more serious. This shit ain't nothing to play with. Like, I have to do a lot of things in my real life that Primo doesn't have to do. Primo gets to be a rock star. She gets to live her life. She gets to jump up and down and twirl in circles all day and get paid to do it. Now, the other versions of me all have different tasks. So just me, like, understanding balance, how to incorporate my friends more, be more available. Like, there's so many different things that I'm learning right now, and I'm excited to share them with you guys along on this journey. Also, doing all this while not getting burnt out, while not sacrificing things that I truly do love. Being aware, being focused, being in the moment so I can receive the things that are already chasing me, the things that are already in my life, the things that I already have. Just being aware. Okay? Just being aware. Let's talk really briefly about how your ambitions intersect with your relationships. And tonight we're talking about intimate relationships. So I could totally elaborate on motherhood, sisterhood, friendships, but I want to strictly talk about intimate relationships because I have been with other creatives. Naturally, it's hard to stay away from them, but there's levels to it, right? So, can two people grow in different directions and still stay together? I innately believe the answer is yes, as long as there is mutual respect. See, the thing about respect is when you respect someone, you don't lie to them, but you also have the ability to protect them. Protect them from yourself, protect them from themselves. Of course, you can't protect everybody from everything, but respect is that mutual line that can hold things together when shit gets rocky. Okay? So when you have respect, respect and communication can allow people to still stay together. Now, in what capacity that may be, there's a spectrum. Does that mean still be together and be in a relationship and sleep in the same bed? It may not. It could, though. Or maybe it just means still having an open line of communication and stay together in a loving way, but maybe not being intimate. Or maybe not being in love. I think that had I had more respect. Now, mind you, I didn't learn anything about respect until my last relationship. Shout out to him. I mean, he done trained me up, y'all. He trained me up. And now I have so much to give. But I learned about respect. And had I had that with my daughter's dad, we probably would have not been fighting like that. And also now we're finally getting to a place of mutual respect. And this allows us to talk and communicate in ways that we've never been able to. So now we're coming back together in a way that's like very, very, very supportive and conducive to everybody around us. Second question, what does support actually look like? For me, support looks like a lot like just understanding. Yes, I want my partner to be with me when I go on gigs or do certain things, but it's not mandatory. I can be left alone. Now, leave me alone every time? Hell no. Hell no. But half the time is fine, considering what our schedules is. So that looks like support. Dinner, cooking me dinner looks like support. Rubbing my feet, rubbing my back, getting love. Teaching me how to love you properly. Teach me how to love Show me the way to surrender your heart. Girl, I'm so lost. Teach me how to love. Type shit. Teach me how to love you so I'm not fucking it up, you know? And that's also what my ex taught me. Like, you have to teach somebody how to love you. They're not always going to know how you like your eggs, how you don't actually like wet soap. Like, there's so many things that people aren't going to know about you unless you tell them. And there's nothing wrong with I need somebody who's going to motherfucking tell me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, what you like more or less of. Tell me. Okay? So for me, it looks like that. Next question. When does sacrifice become resentment? I don't ever let sacrifice become resentment. Because I don't do shit I don't want to do. And I do not advise other people to do things that they don't want to do. I highly advocate against doing things that you don't want to do to avoid resentment. Because resentment stays in your body and it creates tumors. It creates dis-ease. It creates problems. Resentment can be avoided by not doing things you don't fucking want to do. To me, it's not rocket science. I have struggled with it, like most people, and I will continuously say everything is on a percentage level. Everything is on a spectrum, right? So I have dealt with resentment, and the cure over time, I realized, is to not do things that I don't want to do. Hey, babe, I have a dinner to go to. Do you want to come? And if it's over 50% no, the answer is no. Say no. I don't necessarily want to do that. Also, learning to weigh your options. Maybe you can go to the dinner. Maybe you may not want to really go to the dinner, right? But you can make up for it by doing this or doing that, or telling your partner, hey, after that, maybe we can just get in the bathtub and just relax and listen to some jazz and get our freak on. Like, maybe we could do that. There's all sorts of ways to stay away from being resentful. Don't do things you don't want to do. How do you balance your goals with someone else's needs? I think that clearly communicating your needs once you know you need them is really helpful. Like, in the beginning of a relationship, you know you have needs. If you don't know what the fuck your needs are, don't get into a relationship. Okay? Thank you. Let's say you do. You know your needs, you express your needs in the beginning. And as you have more needs or your needs change, you share them with your partner. You express them. You communicate them. If you love somebody, you'll give them a chance to correct themselves without them being in trouble, without jumping down their throat. Okay. So I think you balance your goals with expressing your goals, right? If you don't express your goals, how can they be balanced out with life? And just being open, willing. I think to be in a long-term relationship, you have to exert a lot of energy. And you have to be a person that knows how to refill their own cup. So that way you're not looking out towards your partner to fill your cup for you. And in turn, you have a lot more to give. Your capacity is much bigger than someone who doesn't have these sorts of things figured out. I do want to mention that this road of pursuing your dreams, pursuing the things that is closest to you, is a very lonely one. It can be a lonely one. My path has been lonely. Let me say that, because I know everybody's not fucking lonely. But loneliness is something that I had never really identified with. it's always been there, but I never could put a name to it, and I never knew how to express that. I've been lonely my whole life. So that has led me to certain instances where I was in codependent relationships, or I wanted more than I could give, and this and that and this and this and this and that. But I feel like now at this point, my loneliness is something that I have to learn how to transmute. How do I take that loneliness and turn it into something more valuable, right? Even if it's not a shiny diamond, how can I make it valuable to me? So, I'll say, for me, just going inward, focusing on myself and the people that I do love already, and just being there for them, being a spirit of happiness, a spirit of joy, a light in people's lives. That is my role. And I have plenty of people that love me around. So just noticing that a lot more, and just being in that moment, being in that vibe of understanding like what I'm here to do for real is something that I am supposed to be doing. So I really appreciate you for being here. This episode of 1-800-STOP-CRYING is dedicated to dreamers, artists, and anyone trying this episode of this episode of this episode of this episode of 1-800-STOP-CRYING is dedicated to dreamers, artists, and anyone trying to build a meaningful life without losing themselves or people they love along the way. See you next time.